Changes, changes, changes. Changes from Buyer Material Science to Covestro. How would I do it? Like the company is transformed from Bayer to Covestro, let ourselves also get transformed to a new role.
Mogembo. Kushua.
So, to make the company brighter and stronger, and that was the challenge to all of us. It's not only me. Everybody is required to connect to each other to perform their job, day-to-day routines, company's requirement, business demand, business needs. We did it. End of the day, we all together focusedly work on our priorities and handle this carved out smoothly. Bye-bye. Hushua!
When I heard the news for the first time, I felt, kya? It was a feeling of a parent sending their kids abroad for the higher studies with a lot of insecurities and anxiety. Now that we are standing on our own feet, this means a lot of responsibility and activities to perform. I am sure that we will deliver to the promise. East or West, Covestro is the best.
When we got this news, BMS is going to change as a new company. It was really surprising to me. What is this happening? Why it's happened? How? When? Why? I am excited. I am Covestro. Now I am very much curious to know what our customer want. I am courageous enough to provide them the solutions. And now I am colorful.
In mid of 2014, I was given an interview for Market Development Manager position for PCS India. At the same time, the company announcement came about the carve-out from Bayer, and that was the scariest moment because both the events about company and my career, the change was coming at the same time. Then I thought of Anna, which gave me courage to take up the new challenge like he acted in his movies, and I am here now to showcase my talent in Covestro.
The news of moving into Covestro was something which I took very positively. There were a few challenges in terms of moving ahead into Covestro because we had a hell lot of migrations to be done, system migration, process migration in terms of HR because we were setting up an entirely new department. Working with Covestro, I knew that the people are very courageous, curious, and like I said, they were very colorful. We are proud of our past and we look forward to a colorful future with Covestro.
Hey Arun, have you got a chance to look at the internet news in which they have published news about inauguration of our new warehouse?
Oh yes, today in the morning I saw it.
It's a really pride moment for us. Management had recognized our efforts and it is not only a statutory compliance but it has turned into saving of 5.5 million Indian rupees per annum.
Oh, that's great.
So it's a huge saving for us.
Safety has been of top priority in Buyer Material Science and will remain in the top position of priority list in Covestro as well.
It was a mixed feeling of both emotional and excitement. Every new thing comes with a new challenges.
As my friend Vijay explained about the challenges, it is highly required to collaborate. Normally we call 1 + 1 = 2, but here by collaborate, by teamwork, we need to prove ourselves like 1 + 1 = 11.
Both marketing and supply chain are the two sides of the coin. So whatever the communication we are expressing to the customer, it should be in line. We will give a valid example to support this whole incident.
The customer has received the invoice from Covestro, which they are not accepting, and it was held by the customer We satisfy the customers with our documentation.
ये तो जोड़ी का कमाल है.
हाँ बिल्कुल सही बताया. जहाँ पे जय और वीरू है वहाँ पे तो कमाल ही कमाल है.
Being in supply chain team for last 2.5 years with buyer material science, life was very good and everything was going well. Suddenly the news broke out for the carve out of buyer material science from buyer group.
First time when we heard the news of carve out, really it was surprising because we were living the values of buyer and now we come to know we are not longer a buyer rights. How we will communicate to the market why we are moving, where we are moving and what is the reason out of it. Then came as a new identity Covestro, and honestly the first question was Covestro, what is the meaning of it? Covestro, we are curious, we are courageous, we are colorful.
When the carve-out was announced, the first thought which came into my mind that we will no longer be called as Pirate. What will be the new name? What will be the social standing for this new name? What will be the brand, image? What will happen to me, our jobs, Covestro, our new company, new image, new brand, and the most important, new logo. I'm courageous to collaborate and I enjoy colorful diversity in Covestro.
It was an emotional moment for me when I heard the news. But you know, the flow of information was very transparent, that it did not create any noise and rumors among the internal as well as the external stakeholders.
So many changes and initiatives after announcement of carve out. We had lot of challenges, like we have to set up user systems which are moving from buyer to Covestro. We had to separate the network, so it was a network separation. We had to provide new servers and systems for users. We had to set up communication lines. All these challenges were to be addressed before we start for day one.
So finally the ship has set sailing and Covestro has taken off very well. But remember the times, Ashutosh, when we were actually into the carve-out phase?
Yes, Manali, it was quite a challenging time for us. It came as a sudden shock because buyer holds a strong brand image in my mind.
I would say that the challenge which I anticipated for Covestro was that breaking away from a well-known brand like Bayer and building a brand from the scratch. So finally the transformation has taken place, and from the blue and green corporate Bayer, we have transformed to a colorful and innovative Covestro.
Very well said, Manali. As the saying goes, if nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies.
We carved out. Our head office remained there in the Thana buyer house only. Company is flowing on a full speed. The throttle is put on a high speed and everybody needs time to come together, discuss, plan. But we do not have a big conference room. We have few focus rooms, but that's also occupied. Everybody has to book it.
Not even a single focus room is empty.
Finally, we came up with our one of the small but very nice conference room known as Dhun.
Change. It's not just a word. It is the power within all of us at Covestro. For us, change is a constant effort to research and innovate, to develop new products and improve existing ones, to ensure a future that we want. Change gives us courage to think beyond the imaginable. Being curious, courageous and colorful, we strive to make the world a brighter place.